Welcome to this fascinating journey into the world of numismatics, where history, mystery, and value converge in the smallest objects we carry in our pockets. Today, we delve deep into the story of one remarkable coin, the 1979 Australian 2-cent coin, a seemingly ordinary piece of change that, under certain rare conditions, has been valued at an astonishing $58,000 USD. It's a coin most Australians would have once held without a second thought. Bronze in color, small in size, and bearing the familiar frilled neck lizard on its reverse, the 2-cent coin was a staple of daily transactions for decades. But among millions produced, a select few from 1979 have captured the attention of collectors worldwide, skyrocketing in value far beyond what anyone could have imagined. To understand why this coin is so valuable, we must first explore the context of its creation. In the late 1970s, Australia was transitioning through significant economic and cultural changes. The Royal Australian Mint in Canberra was producing millions of coins each year to keep up with demand. The 2-cent coin, introduced in 1966 during decimalization, had been in continuous production with few noticeable alterations. The obverse side features the effigy of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machen, a common portrait used on coinage throughout the Commonwealth during that era. The reverse side, designed by Stuart Devlin, showcases the frilled neck lizard, a creature uniquely Australian, symbolizing the country's rich biodiversity. But 1979 was a year that unknowingly introduced a rare anomaly into the system. While most coins struck that year were standard in every way, a handful, and by a handful, we mean perhaps only a few dozen, were minted under unusual circumstances. These coins, now valued in the tens of thousands of dollars, are not just valuable because of their date. Their worth lies in a combination of rarity, minting error, and exceptional condition. One particular specimen, which fetched $58,000 at auction, stood out due to an extremely rare die error combined with pristine preservation. The error? A mistrike that resulted in a double obverse. Both sides of the coin featured Queen Elizabeth II's effigy. This type of minting mistake is exceedingly rare, often caused when a blank planchet is struck between two obverse dies. Such coins are never meant to leave the mint, but every so often, one escapes into circulation and years later turns up as a hidden treasure. Let's pause to consider the odds. Millions of coins struck with precision pass through the mint each year. The quality control process is rigorous, designed to catch imperfections before coins are distributed. So when a mistake of this magnitude slips through, it creates a true numismatic anomaly, a collectible in the truest sense of the word. Beyond errors, collectors also look for coins in uncirculated or proof condition. But the coin that fetched $58,000, it was preserved in near-perfect condition, a brilliant, uncirculated gem, perhaps taken directly from a mint roll and stored carefully for decades. But condition and rarity are only part of the equation. Provenance, the coin's ownership history, can also influence value. In this instance, the coin was part of a high-profile collection, known among elite numismatists. It had been verified by expert graders, authenticated by professional services, and featured in prestigious coin auctions. All of this added to its allure, pushing the final sale price to incredible heights. Now, you might be wondering, could you have one of these coins? Is it possible a $58,000 treasure is sitting in a jar on your shelf, hidden among other forgotten cents? The answer, while unlikely, is not impossible. Numismatics is full of stories where rare coins were found in ordinary places, flea markets, garage sales, even inherited collections. The key is knowing what to look for. So what should you check if you suspect you have a valuable 1979 2-cent coin? First, examine both sides. If you find two obverses, both sides featuring the queen, you may be looking at a double obverse error, and that's the jackpot. Next, look at the coin's condition. Is the detail crisp, Are there signs of wear? Or is the coin nearly flawless? Finally, consider getting the coin professionally appraised or graded. A third-party verification can confirm its authenticity and greatly increase its marketability. And here's another detail: the transition period around 1979 was also notable for subtle die variations. Some cent coins from that era show differences in the spacing of letters, the positioning of the lizard's tail, or the sharpness of the queen's crown. While these may not reach the $58,000 mark, they can still be worth hundreds or even thousands to collectors who specialize in Australian decimal errors. It's not just about money, though. For many, coin collecting is a passion, a way to connect with history, culture, and even science. Each coin tells a story of design, manufacture, and use. And sometimes, as with the 1979 cent coin, those stories take on legendary proportions. What began as a simple bronze disc struck in the mints of Canberra has become a symbol of what makes numismatics so endlessly fascinating. A combination of human error, historical timing, and collector enthusiasm turned an everyday object into an item of immense value. So the next time you come across a pile of old coins, take a closer look. You might just discover a hidden treasure, one that could change your life, or at the very least, connect you to an incredible chapter of monetary history. Thanks for joining this deep dive into the story of the 1979 Australian cent coin. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just beginning your numismatic journey, let this be a reminder: sometimes the most extraordinary things come in the smallest packages.